remember telling my mother when I was really little at age 5 or somewhere in that horrible stage where you stop being cute. And I remember telling my mom, you know, I think I have really feminine qualities. And when I told her that, I thought it was sort of complimenting women. I thought it was good that I had qualities of the opposite sex as well as my own sex. And she looked at me and she said, don't ever tell anyone that. Just what you just said, don't ever say that to anyone else. My name is Thomas Lloyd.
I'm Eric Davalsky.
Hi, I'm Emma Lance.
Jamie Schlarbaum.
I'm Jimmy Wolf.
Hi, I'm Philip.
I'm Scott.
Lexi Dever.
Ryan Canavan.
Hi, my name's Adrian Prado.
I'm Patrick Biles.
I'm Ryan Merlini.
Hi, my name is Evan Sterrett.
I identify as a gay man.
Gay cisgender man.
I am a lesbian.
Gay male.
I'm a transgender woman.
I identify as bisexual.
Gay.
I'm a gay man.
Gay.
I identify as bisexual.
Bisexual.
I'm gay.
I've always been really flamboyant.
I've always felt different.
It was the first day of junior year, and there was this dude with a beard, and I thought he was good looking.
A lot of my friends were more into sports, and my parents are really into sports, and that was just not my cup of tea.
I remember in 8th grade trying so hard to, like talk about sports and talk about cars, and I would look up stuff on the internet the night before so I'd have stuff to talk about, when all I really wanted to talk about was Hannah Montana.
When all the other boys were starting to be interested in girls, I wasn't.
I was bullied a lot in middle school. Middle school was probably the worst time of my life.
I always spent so many days just falling asleep crying because I didn't know what to do. I felt like I didn't have anyone to talk to about this.
I know at least one student who came out as gay and then was bullied to the point he had to transfer.
Even though I didn't know exactly why I was different, the fact is everyone else didn't need to know why. They just needed to know that I was.
I remember a time in middle school where I would wake up every morning and vomit because I just didn't want to go to school.
There have been many instances in which I have felt like there's no point in going forward, that I'm never going to be successful, or never going to pass, never going to be who I want to be.
One of my best friends that I knew from when I was 6 months old, he messaged me on AOL Instant Messenger one day, I think it was in 8th grade, and said, "Scott, you're a fat fag and I never liked you."
Because it was an insult, because it was a form of bullying to call me gay, to call me queer, it was an identity that I would fight to reject for so long. Even though I didn't know what it meant, I knew that I couldn't be it if it was bad.
And I was like, oh gosh, no, that can't be, am I gay? What? No, oh my gosh, gay, no, bad.
Then I slowly kind of came to terms with the fact that I like guys.
I started to realize, oh wait, maybe I'm not just really close friends with guys, I actually like them in a romantic context.
The only way I can describe it is sort of like watching The Sixth Sense for a second time, because there's the big reveal at the end, and the first time you see it, it's like, oh my God, what? And then if you go back and watch it a second time and you can see all the clues along the way. And so I remember thinking back through my life and being like, this makes so much sense.
The one person who I hadn't really come out to that I really needed to was myself.
I just remember finally going into the bathroom and just looking myself in the mirror and being like, all right, you have to say it. I am gay. And that was probably one of the hardest things that I had done.
I started coming out to people on the internet who I didn't even know.
I felt like my friends deserved to know me better than I was really giving to them.
The longer that I had known that I was gay, but I didn't tell my parents, there was a rift between us because I couldn't share all of myself with them.
I felt like I was living a complete lie.
So for, almost 21 years, I felt like I wasn't being honest with anyone. With my parents, with my friends, with my church, with my faith or anything. So in high school, I told my parents, and that was my senior year, October. And they hugged me right away. They said, I love you, I love you, I love you.
I was crying, it's all these emotions. It's such an emotional moment.
When I eventually did tell my parents, they didn't get it initially. There was a lot of crying, there was a lot of fear for myself, my safety. There was a lot of saying, well, how many people have to know? How many people do know? How gay are you? Why? What do you think happened?
And she was like, do you think it's just a phase? Everybody has a gay phase. And my mom, who's been married to a man for 25 years, said, I did not have a gay phase. And my grandmother said, well, I did.
Over time, my parents saw that my identity was something not only that I could celebrate, but something that empowered me, something that gave me a perspective worthy of being shared, it gave me experiences that enriched the way that I view other identities, the way that I viewed society, the way that I viewed political issues.
Felt so much more alive.
More generally, it's the best decision I've ever made.
Basically like lifted a massive weight off my shoulders.
I know how difficult it can be, obviously. I've been in your shoes before.
Even though things are absolutely horrible now, even if you don't know what's going to happen, it's all going to work out in the end. I don't know how, you don't know how, you don't know when it's going to work out. Just know that it will.
You don't have to go through this alone.
Trust me, once you accept yourself, it's so much better.
I just really wish that someone told me that like it's not all about like struggling with it. Like when it is just a lot of fun. You'll come out of it like you're just enjoying your life more.
I've made it through, other people have made it through, and you can make it through.
If you have something that makes you different, it's not a curse. It makes you special, and you're really lucky.
And I know it doesn't seem realistic, and it can be really, really hard. It can be so hard. But eventually there will be moments where you're like, this made it all worth it.
I mean, I don't know where I'm going to end up. It's impossible to know where you're going to end up, but I'm going to be who I want to be.